Should I just get started with something like this in manipulation, or I should just come to the basic? So I decided, let me do some few tutorials on the basics of Photoshop manipulation before actually getting started with more in-depth manipulation technique. So in this video, we'll learn how to make shadows, how to control light, how to make subject just light up. Like for example, if you look at this design, you can see the light is there. You can see the shadows are there. This is actually how the image was in the beginning, but adding shadows, add light just gives it that sense of direction and having the feeling of being there. We want to dive right into that aspect of controlling light in your design, because the most important element in design is actually light. So your ability to control light in your design can actually just take your design to the next level. So let's get started. So we're going to delete these two things I've done so that I can explain from the beginning. Okay, the first thing you need to do is that you need to understand shadows and you need to understand light. So in order to bring light or shadow to the bottom part, let's say the light is coming from this direction. Okay, but first let me create that light. Let's create a new layer, bring in our brush through, hitting B on our keyboard and selecting, let's reset this, let it be white, and make sure that your brush hardness is 0. Okay, let's undo that. Let's make our brush big by using the bracket keys, and let's just click something like this or like this. Okay, let's say the light is coming from this direction. Okay, don't do that. Okay, let's say the light is coming from this direction. So how should our banana react to this light? Definitely this bottom part is going to be dark, then this top part is going to be light. Okay, so we selecting our banana for instance here now. So we're going to come here to adjustment layer and we're going to select curve. Okay, so look at the curve layer here. If you come here, you can actually make the curve up. This is going to make your banana bright. Okay, but we want to make it both bright and dark, so we're going to take this slider and push it to somewhere here. This is going to make your banana really bright. Okay, so we're going to make a clipping mask. Okay, this is where you can just clip an adjustment layer. Whenever you bring an adjustment layer, this 4 icon are going to show up, so you're just going to click on it. This is going to make it to clip to this banana. So whatever you do here is going to affect only the banana. Okay, so now that we are here, we're going to hit Control I on our keyboard to invert this mask. Okay, whatever we do now, just want to hide it. We want to cover this layer mask now with black because we don't want to see it. But what we'll do now is to take our brush, hitting B on our keyboard, and reduce the size. Okay, and scroll in. Okay, and make sure that your flow is reduced. Okay, you can make your flow to be around 5, 8, 6, 10, especially 4, 5. Okay, so what you need to do now is to make sure that, look at here now, here is black and here is white. Your foreground color is white. Okay, so once you paint it now, it's going to reveal, it's going to paint off this black, because it's like white against black is going to win. White is going to win. So what you do now is to paint gradually so that you can reveal some of those brightness that you brought in by increasing this part. Okay, you're going to just paint it gradually. Okay, as you can see that we are painting off some of the black, and it's going to reveal that brightness that we've added before. Okay, so by making it so soft, banana is yellow, so you may not actually be noticing it now, but once I turn it off later on, you're going to see the difference. Okay, now here's our layer. Let's turn it off and watch. You can see that the top of our banana is now bright. It's like taking more light. So we're going to make the shadow part. Okay, so we're going to bring another adjustment layer, and we're going to bring, this time we're going to use exposure. We don't want to use curve anymore. Okay, and as always, we're going to clip it to our banana. Okay, so that it affects only the banana. So now we're going to take the curve for instance. What will happen when I take it up, downward rather? Make our banana really black, right? If I take it up, it makes it really white. Okay, so we want to control the darkness, so we want it to, the shadows rather, so we want to take it really down. Okay, it's something like this. And now we're going to Control I again on our keyboard to hide what we've done. Okay, and we're going to take our brush again, though we are still on our brush, with the same flow size and the same hardness down to 0, the same thing. we're going to paint back those shadows that we've introduced, that we've just hidden here. Remember, our foreground color has to be white so that we can review from this black. Okay, so you just need to paint in gradually. Okay, and this is going to introduce those blackness. You have to be careful here. Okay, just paint back, paint. Okay, if you notice that you have to be patient, because sometimes people just try to turn on the flow, which is going to make it work faster, but it may just give you this flow that is not really working well. Okay, so you just need to work like this. Okay, and now we have our banana looking like this. Okay, let's also paint this part. Okay, and let's turn it off and on. So we have this now and this. So let's group these two layers. Let's see, Ctrl G, select both, and Ctrl G. So we have before and after. So we are able to control the light coming from this direction, that hey, this thing is working like this. In order to take this a little bit further, let's add another adjustment layer. The same thing, let's go to curve, or let's use curve this time, and let's bring this really down. Okay, like really black. Okay, and we're going to clip it, and again let's invert this layer mask. Okay, there's an error there, maybe because it's grouped. Okay, let's take them out of the group so that I don't get you confused. Let's delete this group. So let's just clip all this one back. We can select all, right click, and say okay, my clipping mask, I can clip more than one layer at once. So all you just do is to come here and just clip it, come here and clip it, come here and clip it. Okay, so right on this one, we're going to invert it by hitting Ctrl I on our keyboard to hide it. Okay, we're going to bring our brush again, since we are still on our brush. All settings remain the same, and let's make this one real small, and let's just dye this last part in. Okay, so we can actually increase our flow here so that we can get quicker result. Ctrl Z is too much. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let's paint gradually, don't rush. Let's increase so that this part can be a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm noticing that this shadow is kind of too much, so we can use the opacity here to also control. Okay, let's control until I think this is okay. So we have this now, we have this. So let's group all these again. Let's see the difference. Okay, so we have before and we have after. Okay, we have before, we have after. Okay, I'm noticing that this edge needs some touching, so let's use this one. The exposure is the brightness. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we can actually use this one. Let's use this one to control that. I want to add more here, more of these shadows. Can use it to add here too. Let's increase and just give a tad here. Okay, so let's do some other stuff here. So let's add another curve. Okay, this is just the whole process. You just need to keep adjusting until you feel it. Okay, this one is really bright. Okay, so right here, let's hit Ctrl I, and let's take our brush, let's make it really small. Okay, because I want this edge to be lit up. Okay, this edge here. So let's just go something like this. Okay, and we can also come to this edge, Ctrl Z there, Just give this edge some real light. Okay, can add some real light to this part. So we have all this now. This is before and this after. Like the thing is like it's in the shadow. I feel like this part needs some work again. So let's select this dark one and let's just paint in some of the shadows here. Okay. But you get the idea now, right? So this is literally the process, not again. So that brings us to the end of the video. You're able to turn this thing from this to this, and that is exactly what I was doing here. And I was like, maybe I should do this. Maybe this particular tutorial will wait till next Friday. So I'm sorry about that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you're able to learn one thing or the other. If this is your first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button. And today is day 45 of me teaching what I know as a graphic designer. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the comments and like. If there's anything you want me to teach about, please always drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.